Hello friends, and welcome to another video on nail art. Yes, it's fun. We like art on our nails, right? So I have had a bunch of videos that I've been editing for hours now. Because this is what happens. I tend to get crazy and I do like batch amounts of nail art because I just get lost in my little studio and then I have to edit them all. So what are we doing today? We are working with Maniology's Oil Slick Set, which I really love, and I'm going to find lots more uses for in the future, but I was doing a play video, so today's video is quite literally a play video. You get to watch me play in real time. I did speed up this beginning part just a little bit because nobody wants to watch me paint nails for 10 minutes. Well, it didn't take that long, but regardless. That is Holo Toco's One Coat Black, and now I am getting out my items. This is Sandbar, fish scales, and Seaweed from the Maniology collection. I do know one of those is out right now. This is a duochrome set. There's the Holo Toco. It's the One Coat Black. I adore. Oh yes, that's right. And we're going to work with some Holo Toco scattered glitter. I got to add that to the description. So I will add all of those items to the descriptions. I am not paid by any of those people. I just like to play with their products. So you're welcome to check out their websites and pick up some products for yourself. They are fantastic products. I do have lots and lots and lots of them. They are some of my favorites. I am using my silicone tool to just smush and smash and squish together some color on my tile, my fancy tile. Not really, people. Okay, so there's 2 coats of One Coat Black, though you could get away with just 1 coat. I wanted to make sure I had a nice thick amount. This is regular polish, so you don't have to cure anything. You can just play, and you're gonna watch me play. I had no idea what I was doing with this. I was just like, let's see what happens, right? I got them in. I was excited about them. I was like, let's see what happens. If you're looking at my nails, I am a teacher full-time, and I went back to school when I had done this set. So that was several weeks ago. However, this video was shot then, so I have some of Maniology's back-to-school plate on my nails, and also this duochrome that I got in because, you know, I told you I was excited I had to play. So if you're wondering what that is all about, there is a what do you call that? Lined paper. There we go. My brain can work this morning. Lined paper, so that's what's on my pointer finger, and then I have a bunch of other things, pencils and scribbles and cool pencil. I did a reverse stamper with, I don't know if you'll see that finger, but my ring finger has crayons on it. It's a really cool stamp. Maybe I'll do something with it later this season, but I haven't done any show nails, display nails with that. You can see I'm showing off the slick as I do it. So as I squish it down and pick it up on my stamper, I'm showing you what's happening with the stamper. You do not have to get too crazy with the like worrying about whether it's wrinkly or any of that stuff. I actually think it looks almost like foil. It's kind of cool. It almost looks like foil if you let it just be messy and kind of wrinkly. I am going to do a couple of different looks as I go across the nails because, again, I'm playing. So I wanted to see what would happen. So some of them just have 2 of the duochrome. Some of them have all 3. Some of them are stamped in a corner. Some are at the top. Some are like I marbleize them together. And then we're going to decide, or I'm going to decide, that we're going to add some other things to it in a little while because I couldn't just leave it like that. Because, you know, I was going to go one step further. That's right. Always one more step. What else can I do to this? So I did decide a little later in this video, so don't miss it, to add some stonework and some paint to finish them off. And it came out very cool as like a sort of oil slicky art deco fun set of nails. I was actually really happy with the outcome of these, considering that I had no idea what it was doing. I was doing what it was doing. No, what I was doing. I just flipped it on, flipped the camera on, and pulled out the products and said, oh, let's see what happens. So I had no plan for this set, none. I hope your fall is going well. This video should come out. I think I'm going to release it early. I have a bunch of Halloween stuff coming out right now, but I'm going to put this out, I think, because it's just fun. It's just a fun, yeah, set to do for any time. Right now I'm taking the Scatter Holo Toco topper, and I'm only using it in certain parts. As you can see, I just have one of my very fine short bristle brushes, and I'm just sort of wiggling and waggling, I guess. Wiggling and waggling? Is that a thing? My brush around to add some of the Holo Toco Scatter Holo to different parts. So I had not used this glitter yet. I just got it in. It is kind of chunky-ish, but a fine chunky, if that makes sense. So I've used it across the entire nail, and then just kind of like this where I'm using it for art. And in both cases, I really enjoyed it. It can dry a little bit chunky, so sometimes you have to have a thicker top coat, such as the Holo Toco top coat, which I love. So that's just a quick view because I was having a really hard time with this video getting the duochrome to show up. I think because it's on such a dark color. I am going to do another set in a blue, which looks lovely and is kind of mermaidy, in, I don't know, another couple days or a week or something like that. I do have the video shot. I just haven't edited yet. So sorry, I haven't edited it yet. I need somebody to edit these things for me so my work could go much faster, but you know, I got to grow first. So we'll see if we can get some more subscribers and people watching my videos, and then maybe I can actually pay somebody to do some of the editing for me. In the meantime, you can see that I've just gone ahead and given it a quick top coat to see what I think. Now you could 100% stop right here and you'd have a beautiful full set of nails. In the salon, this would probably take you about 5 to 6 minutes maybe to do all 10. It's really quick and easy, which I do love, and it gives just such a cool effect. But you know we're going to go one step further, so I brought out some of my... So this was interesting. In retrospect, I probably should have picked a different color. However, I really didn't want the gemstone set, or the gem set, the rhinestone set to show up. Like, I didn't want it to take over. So I went with hematite, which is a dark kind of blackish color, blackish gray. I am only using top coat. You could 100%, and I'm going to struggle with this. You can laugh at me. It's okay. I left it in here because I thought it was important for you guys to see that I screw things up all the time. So, you know, it happens. So this I'm using straight in the top coat that I've put down. I'm not using gem glue. I know a lot of people do, and that's completely fine. And if I wanted this set to last for 2 weeks, I might use gem glue or I might not. So it really just depends. This set of stones, once we get it filled in, is not going to have a lot of rough edges, so therefore it's unlikely that somebody would actually bump them off easily unless they're cleaning or doing something really, you know, crazy. And I don't mean just like regular cleaning, I mean like deep cleaning or something. And not wearing gloves, because, you know, if you're like me, you just destroy your nails and then fix them later. But if you're one of my clients, I'll tell you to make sure to wear gloves. Anyway, moving on. So I used the hematite. I'm lining up different size crystals because we're going to make sort of almost like a centerpiece. Like, I think of it like almost like a centerpiece of a necklace, but on the nail. I am going to use top coat for the whole thing, so we're not going to use gem glue anywhere. I am going to fill it in also when I'm done. And what I mean by fill it in is I'm going to create like a pool of top coat all around that inside area so that it pools into all of those little spaces. This does mean that it takes a little bit of time for it to dry completely. However, that will hold your gemstones in. A lot of people worry about if you put a clear coat on top of a rhinestone, it will make it dull. I've never had that happen. So I don't know. And I'm not sure what the reasoning behind that is, but if you want to, you don't have to go over the top of your gems. You can keep them, you know, completely free of product. I find it keeps them from getting scratched, but that's me. All right, we've got all of the rhinestone pieces in, but then I went back and decided I wanted to put some of the caviar beads with the flat backs on. So I have a set that I got from Amazon, which has a bunch of different type sizes and types of caviar beads. And I'm going to yawn once because I always do every time I'm doing a video. I don't know what that's about, but it is. I must talk too fast. I don't get enough oxygen. I don't know. So again, I'm just using top coat and I'm picking up the caviar beads. Like I said, these are flat backed, so they're going to lay flat on the nail. And I'm using those in between so that it kind of gives the effect of having, what do you call those on your ring? Yeah. I don't know. You know, the things that hold the rings in. I can't think of it right now. But anyway, I'm doing well this morning, as you can tell. It's okay, we can laugh at me. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to continue to do this until we get it all done. So I'm going to add some in between the stones is what I'm doing. Speak, Kimberly, speak correctly. And it's going to give it the effect that it's, you know, holding in the stones and also highlights the stones. So that's why I like using caviar beads, is because I feel like, especially on this nail, where the stones were much darker, it helps to highlight those stones so that you sort of see them a little more and they frame in. And we're just about done with that. If you have not checked out some of my other videos, make sure that you do. I have some fantastic fall videos. I'm hoping to do a few more before I get to my Christmas videos, but I will be getting to the Christmas videos very shortly because time just flies right by. And I don't have tons of it this time of year because I am teaching full time. In the summer, I have a little more time to play, but I also still do nails, so I know sometimes people on YouTube are not necessarily professionals. They don't do this for a living. I've actually been doing this for almost 30 years for a living. Right now I do it on the side because obviously I can't be both places full time. But I am still a nail tech. I do nails as well as hair, so I've been in the industry for a very, very long time. I've seen lots of trends come and go, but it's still fun to do them and do them in new ways, because I have seen some trends come around 3 times now in my years. Anyway, moving on. So I've got all of the stones pretty much. I'm just checking them to make sure everything's laying flat and that there's no other little spots that need them. And now I'm going to go in with that top coat. I told you I was going to go in and fill this all in, right? So here we go. I'm going to create essentially like a pool and let it seep in between all of the different stones. And what that's going to do is create a little bit smoother top. It's still going to have texture because they're stones. But it creates a little smoother top, and it also fills in all of the crevices so that there is less for your clients to catch their nails on. So if you are not a fan of having some kind of fixative, if you will, for your stones, you don't have to. This is we'll call it the old way of doing rhinestone work before there was such things as gel polish and gel top coat and gel fixative for stonework. So we're going to clean that up, and then I decided that I wanted to finish off the nail somehow. I felt like it needed a little bordering or something to it. I just didn't feel like the other nails. Now that I had that one all fancy, I needed to fancy up the other ones just a little bit. So I wanted to finish those off. I am using Maniology's holographic gold glitter. And what I'm going to do, this is that part where it kind of becomes Art Deco. So what I decided to do was just sort of follow my lines. So where the top of the oil slick stopped, that's where I put my first line. And then I just let my oil slick sort of guide me, and I made little lines and bits and parts that went along with some of the different, to break up some of the different colors. And I have some other ideas for this in the future, but we'll see if I get all those. I'm not going to tell you all about it. I'll tell you about it when they come out. So I do have some other ideas of how you could use this for, well, I'll give you one clue. It's like stained glassing, kind of. I have some ideas for stained glassing with this kind of stuff. Anyway, I'm going on and I'm just drawing some lines in. Hopefully you've had some comic relief today, because I'm apparently very very silly today. And I'm allowing the design to really guide me. So you can see no two nails are the same. I'm not trying to create a pattern that is identical on every nail. So every nail is kind of its own, and I'm going to throw that one, has its own personality, we'll say. Once I get this done, which is just a second away, I'm going to top coat the whole set again. So you can think about it, that center nail that has all the stones on it has been drying for at least about 10 minutes now. So it's ready for a second coat of top coat, but this time I'll only go mostly around the outside edge and make sure there's no places to catch on the outside edge. But you can see even from here how shiny those stones still are. So I haven't dulled anything by adding top coat to it. I'm going to put the top coat on the edge here. I'm not going to show you all my top coating because that's just silly. Everyone knows how to top coat. You've seen it a million times. But I will show you them up close and turn the camera a little, or turn, not the camera, the nails, so you can see that duochrome effect. Isn't that beautiful? So beautiful. Got some red, some purple, some green. It's gorgeous. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one.